And now I bring you people some DVD reviews. Yay! Now, for new subscribers, I work at Blockbuster, so I get rentals in advance. That means I will be able to give you advice on what to rent, not rent, or maybe even buy. Now, I'm not going to be able to give you star ratings on this one, simply suggestions. I know a lot of people out there schedule Tuesdays as a day off since new music and DVDs have Tuesdays as release days. This one's coming out on a Thursday, really only because I had problems getting my computer to work on Monday and Tuesday, so I'm a little late. But I promise to get the rest of these up on Tuesdays. First, I want to comment on this past Friday's Blockbuster exclusive rental premiere, The Collector. This is from the same fucktards that ruined the Saw franchise, so it's pretty much what you'd expect. It's dumb as hell and pretty much the definition of torture porn. It's gory to no end, zero purpose, and it doesn't match it up with any interesting plot twists or good performances or even average camera work. It's a POS all the way through, and it only works for people who really, really, really like horror movies. And I mean like them to the point of almost never, ever hating any horror movies. And I have a problem with the DVD cover and the back of it, which uses BloodyDisgusting.com, Twitch Film, and Ain't It Cool News. These people are whores to the highest extent. And when they like movies and have them plastered on the cover of a DVD, avoid it at all costs. I don't know, maybe they just have shit taste, but they always seem to get their names on crappy movies. Generic to terrible horror movies, high-concept actioners, direct-to-DVD bullshit, whatever. They always love them. Ignore this film. Don't rent it. No rent in my book. All right, let's move on to the biggest film that came out Tuesday, Law Abiding Citizen. I know I'm going to get hate for this, but I don't like this movie at all. Why? 2 reasons. Number 1, it's cliche to the core. And number 2, it supports a morally horrible viewpoint. I know people will say, it's just a movie. But the movie takes the subject matter so goddamn seriously that I can't help but think that writer Kurt Wimmer actually buys into his own bullshit. Now, I don't want to spoil it for you if you're going to go against my advice. So I'll just say this. The movie asks you to believe that a lawyer who goes for the highest possible conviction rate is somehow morally wrong if he cops a plea with a murderer due to lack of evidence. And the family of the victim is justified in essentially killing tons of innocent people and trying to destroy the justice system. The film portrays one of the most sadistically evil characters, think Jigsaw meets Ledger's Joker, as a motherfucking saint. And the screenplay is lazy as fuck in order to change a few facts to make it more palpable. I mean, seriously, if you changed one small fact regarding the character's story, all of a sudden, it's a lot easier to hate him. I mean, the movie itself is hideously far-fetched in terms of plot. Nothing much makes sense. It's super gory, which doesn't really match with the rest of the mostly courtroom scenes. It buys into far too many action thriller cliches. Tough guy walking away from an explosion without looking back, anybody? Now, I'm almost on the verge of sardonically suggesting this is a rental because I know there are plenty of fucks out there who don't give a shit about logic or morality or anything that goddamn has a place in moralistic crime thrillers. But I'm going to stick to my guns here. Don't watch this. Don't rent it. Leave it alone. Rent something else. In fact, you should rent this last movie, Black Dynamite. This is a parody, not a spoof, a parody of blaxploitation movies. Spoof insinuates that it's filled with fart jokes and celebrity cameos. It isn't. It's essentially a really purposely bad grindhouse flick with tongue planted firmly in cheek. And I love it. It matches perfectly with this recent spate of post-grindhouse movies like the Feast sequels, Hell Ride, Zombie Strippers, Angel of Death, etc. And it's definitely the best of that bunch, too. It actually gets it right. It takes a bit to get going, and occasionally the jokes start to wear thin, but it picks back up with a vengeance in the last half hour. I think Michael Jai White was perfect for this role, and all the rest of the cast, Tommy Davidson, Arsenio Hall, they all do really well. The ending is a fantastic climax. And really, this one was probably the best genre satire since Airplane spoofed disaster movies. Fuck scary movie, fuck epic movie, fuck not another teen movie. This is a parody film. Definitely rent it if you're in the mood for a good laugh, and if you really like parodies or you like grindhouse movies, don't even hesitate. Just buy it.